what do we have here? A movie that nobody asks for. No, really. The Huntsman Winter's War stars Chris Hemsworth, Emily Blunt, Charlize Theron, and Jessica Chastain. And this film is an unnecessary sequel and prequel to Snow White and Huntsman. So this film is about Emily Blunt as the Ice Queen, a rendition to Elsa if she ever was a live action character. She built an army, and in this army is Chris Hemsworth as the Huntsman. So one day he escapes this army, meets a couple of dwarfs, and together they have to get the evil queen's mirror because it's turning people evil and it needs to be destroyed. A similarity to Lord of the Rings. Oh, and Jessica Chastain comes along to find the mirror too, and there goes your story. And telling from my attitude right now, I did not enjoy this movie. And I wasn't even looking forward to see it. Because despite what people think of the first movie, I didn't really enjoy it. So when I heard this movie was coming out, I didn't know what to think. It was just unnecessary and I just don't care. First problem, the pacing, the suspense. It is so slow and thus it makes you bored. And you wonder to yourself, what is this movie all about? You got some scenes there and there, and you just want things to hurry up. When this movie opens, you have the feeling of hope. You have the feeling that this movie has potential. But as the story carries on, you already know that things are going downhill. When the dwarfs arrive, there's some comedy. The comedy might work for some, but for me, it was pretty awkward. Although there was one scene where I almost chuckled. And then it carries off to the boring story, the boring pacing, all by a director who directed this poorly. Chris Hemsworth as the Huntsman, he did okay. There were some good moments in the movie, but the biggest flaw I have with this character is the continuity. Remember in the first movie, it was mentioned that he has a wife? And that the wife was killed by the evil queen, Charlize Theron? Well, in this movie, the love interest is Jessica Chastain. And she's in the movie. And there is no association with her and Charlize Theron. So if that was the case, then what the fuck was up with the wife being dead in the first movie? And remember, this is the Huntsman's first and only love interest. So it makes no sense. And speaking of Jessica Chastain, she did okay, but you feel like there is some wasted talent. Charlize Theron, you just wonder, why is she in this movie? There is no reason to bring her back. According to the trailer, you could see Emily Blunt and her fight each other, but the main problem is that Charlize Theron is not in the movie that much, and the fight scene is too quick. So because of that, you feel like she is a complete waste. And then you got Emily Blunt, who is the worst actor in the film. Do you know what she kind of reminds me of? Reese Witherspoon from Hot Pursuit and Eddie Redmayne from Jupiter Ascending. Emily Blunt, coming from films such as Sicario, Edge of Tomorrow, films that I enjoy, but here, she's the type of person who is calm in the first second and then shouts in the next second. And also, she's only in the film in the beginning and the end of the plot. So again, wasted talent. This whole movie is a waste, along with a quick and disappointing ending, and a hint that there's going to be another movie. Yay? Pfft, I don't care. I mean, it does have its good moments. Some of the special effects are really great, like the ice. But most of all, the movie is messy, dull, dreary, and poorly directed. And worst of all, the trailer shows the entire movie. This movie is marketed in a way that we don't know what's going to happen, but it's obvious that we already know, which drives the suspense and makes us not care. And also, Kristen Stewart, Snow White, is not even in the movie. Instead, we have this stunt double who never shows her face and appears once in the movie. So why should we care? This movie is a waste, that's all there is. I'm giving The Huntsman Winter's War the red ribbon of lackluster. So that is my review of The Huntsman Winter's War. Thank you for watching. More reviews on the way.